because they don't work on the simp. I have a
I just feel
lifestyle
like
I
if I can
expect
do
to
it for
keep. Yep.
myself, you should be able to do it for me too. And if I can't depend on you to be able to handle what I have on my plate, then there's no reason for me and me and you to be together. Because I mean, you're gonna hold me back, and I mean, I'm gonna have to be looking out after you.
What about love?
What does that mean? Financially, what does that mean, though? What does that mean? What does that mean on a monthly? What does that mean? Roughly.
Numbers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like 45, 50.
$50,000 a month. So you need $50,000 a month.
Whoa, wait a minute. She needs $50,000 a month? Fellas, can you afford that? In fact, what is the type of man who can actually afford this? Now, the reason I'm asking this is because today we're going to be talking about the 4 categories of women: a wife, the companion, the fun girl, and the gold digger. And it's important for you to know as a man what you're signing up for and what you could potentially be getting yourself into. So this is an important case study, and it's also an important case study because she also did a response video to this.
A lot of you guys are not listening. You're only hearing the number, but you're really not listening. What we find normal, the nighttime girls.
So today we're gonna get into both of those videos and then have this conversation because this is an important one. This is a very important conversation. So let's get into it. Before we do that, let me introduce myself. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet. Confidence and clarity is the goal. So here we go.
Hypothetical conversations all the time, but you're somebody you're like in the top 1% of girls that's actually you're exposed to that life, right? Like, so yeah. What is, you say you're spoiled, what does that mean?
Spoiled means I need you to be able to keep up with my lifestyle if you want to be with me.
What does that mean?
Ladies, take notes.
Fellas, if you do not know what this means she's not looking for your heart. She's looking for your wallet.
Because they don't work on the simp. I have a lifestyle I expect to keep.
Myself, you should be able to do it for me too. And if I can't depend on you to be able to handle what I have on my plate, then there's no reason for me and me and you to be together. Because I mean,
now, when she's saying this right here, this simply means that if you're not willing to pay, I need you to move out the way for the guy or the guys who are willing to pay.
You're gonna hold me back, and I mean, I'm gonna have to be looking out after you.
What about love?
What does that mean? Financially, what does that mean, though? What does that mean? What does that mean on a monthly? What does that mean? Roughly.
Numbers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like 45, 50.
$50,000 a month. So you need
Okay, so I want y'all to take a look at how she laughed when she said that, right? Because the question I'm going to ask you is, do you believe that she's actually getting that, or is she actually positioning herself to receive that? Think about it. She's on EYL. This is a podcast or a YouTube channel that's based on talking about financial literacy, understanding money, what to do with it, where to place it, how to invest it, how to save it, all of that. And you got her on here talking about how she can get money from men. He already said that she's a top 1%er, which really just means that she's so attractive that she has access to men who are fractioners. Fractioners being guys who make over $600,000 a year.
$50,000 a month.
And now for her response to this video, because this went viral. But I wanted you guys to see that on the bottom of that video was a tweet or a response by Bow Wow. We're definitely going to talk about that because that is important. So let's get into the response video. Here we go.
A lot of you guys are not listening. You're only hearing the number, but you're really not listening. What we find normal, the nighttime girls.
Wait a minute. She's separating herself. She's showing you she belongs to a certain category. Men, this is what we have to start to see. I know a lot of women who claim they want love and want to be in relationships, they also talk like this. So just keep in mind, when a woman talks like this, she is who you think she is.
Might not be normal for you, but for us, it's regular seeing $50,000, $60,000. It is a regular thing for us. Now for you, might be $2,000, $5,000, or maybe you see that type of money in a year. Listen, the tax bracket that I'm on, it's not for everybody. My bills, not everybody has those bills. And I know people, girls actually, that have bigger bills than me. So if their man required them to sit down, I think that it's only fair to get double. What am I gonna do if you pay my bills and my bills only? Where's my emergency money? What if something happens to you? Okay, regardless of...
What if something happens to you? See, this is where you could get caught up in believing that this woman is there for you. But if you continue to listen, right? This is where we have a hard time listening, because we're looking at her and the breast is all up and the hips is just looking right. We forget that she's actually telling you who she is and why she's there. It's not love. She's not after your heart. She's after your wallet. I need you to also think about this. There are some women who have traded in their hearts for a BBL.
the number, if it's 50, 20, 10, $500. If you want your girl to stop working, you need to give her double her bills, because emergency happens. You guys want to get up and leave us with nothing.
Why would a man leave her with nothing? Her attitude, the way she's treating you.
And guess what? Those bills still stand, and they're still waiting on us. And here we are, jobless, haven't worked in years or months, and we have to start from scratch. So there's nothing wrong for a woman to want a safety net, and the safety net should be double what your bills are. I don't want to be living month to month, and if something happens to you, then I'm effed.
If somebody is giving her 50 to 60,000 a month and she's still living month to month, it's time to restructure your life. I mean, come on, at least a little bit. You got to restructure your life. 50, 60,000 a month. 50,000 means you're making 600,000. That's more than 99% of the population. Just so you guys know, only fractioners, meaning guys who are above the 1%, make that.
And guess what? Oh, you should have some money saved up. Okay, how am I going to have money saved up if you only give me enough just to pay the bills? Where is it going to come from if I'm not working, if I can't work because you required it? Anyways.
Love is real, but lust is a flimsy thing. I need you guys to understand what you just heard, but really quick, let's go through the categories of women. You have the wife, the companion, the fun girl, and the gold digger. The wife is the one that you actually want to build a life with, aka have children with and build your family, right? That's the woman that you want in that position. I'm sorry, that's a woman that actually exists. Then you have the companion. The companion is a woman who's going to be there no matter what happens. Doesn't matter how much money you have, doesn't matter where you live, what you're doing, how you're supporting yourself. A companion is going to be there no matter what. Then you have the fun girl. Now, the fun girl, we all know she belongs to the community, but she's going to give you headaches when she is not having fun, meaning she's not outside. Now, the difference between the gold digger and the fun girl is she may actually only have a guy or a few guys that she's dealing with, but the major difference is she only cares about what she is receiving. She does not care about going out. She only cares about the money she's receiving, the gifts she's receiving, and possibly potentially what you guys are doing, meaning she's looking to drain everything out of your pockets. So beware of that. But please understand what we just heard. We heard a woman actually being honest. I applaud the honesty, because I can look at this woman and say, is she really getting 50 or 60,000 per month? If she were getting 50 to 60,000 per month, there is no way that she would be online talking the way that she's talking, because she'd be too busy or she'd actually be sitting down and receiving that money. She wouldn't be trying to make a point, therefore embarrassing the man that's giving her money. Why did I bring that up? Because Bow Wow made sure that he let us know he got it for free. Now, with that being said, let me say this. The fee that she's charging is for the guy that she does not like. Now, the guys who she doesn't like, they have a decision to make. That decision is a really simple one. You pay the fee, or you can go find her lookalike, because she successfully pulled off the beautiful clone look, right? She pulled off the old Kim Kardashian look. She pulls it off and she is making it look fantastic. But the reason why people are outraged by this is because there's a blend, right? Meaning when you listen to her, she kind of sounds like she wants to be with the guy, but when you're not listening closely, like she said, you think that she might actually find a way to love you, when what she loves is the money and the things you can do for her, the things or the life that you can provide for her. Now, what she does not understand is a man that is truly in love with the woman, he's going to do his best to provide her with the best life that he can. I mean, you have a guy like Yada who is actually giving his wife or his woman $250,000, right? I don't know if it's yearly, but the fact that he keeps giving it to her shows you and tells you that there are men who are actually paying this. Now, the men that I can see paying this are the guys who are clearly making triple that. Meaning, if she wants 50,000 a month, that means 600,000 is the baseline. Now, for a guy who's making 40, 50, 50 or 100 million a year, oh, okay, then he has no issue with that. But think about that, right? Because we saw in the first clip that she was called a top 1%er. All that really means for a woman is that she has access to those type of men, but she's also being shared by those men, and those men are maintaining her. Now, here's what I really think. What I really think is, if she is getting this type of money, she's getting this type of money from a man who was on his last days. A man who is about to enter into the afterlife, and he realized he cannot take that money with him. So he's going to have her plus other women who potentially look like her, because think about it. When you know that your time is coming to an end, your mind is going to do different things. You're going to think about your last minutes, your last hours completely different from people like her. I mean, she thinks that her beauty is going to last forever, not realizing she will age out. The beauty, as far as we can see, at some point in time, she will either be replaced by AI models, or she will be replaced by women who are much younger than her. The biggest thing for men to understand in this situation is that if this woman, if all it took for her to be this attractive was to go get on the surgery table, you can go get almost any woman and get the same result. Now, I'm not saying that, well, actually I am saying that, because one thing that I have noticed is when it comes to getting these BBL, let's just call it, when a woman goes and gets on the table and gets her body carved up, what I've noticed is there are differences, right? There's a difference and you can see it. If a woman has $1,000 to, let's just say, $5,000 surgery, BBL surgery, you'll notice it, right? Like, you'll see that, certain body parts don't really match, but as a man, you're still kind of attracted to it. Now, when a woman has paid, 10 to 20,000, right? You'll see that it's going to look better. But when a woman is paying 30, 40, 50, 60,000 for that same BBL surgery, you will probably think that this woman is natural, You will not really be able to tell the difference. You will think that, dang, her body is just banging. Oh my God, I got to have her. Now, I'm not saying any of this to shame this woman, because shame is gone. There is no such thing as shame when it comes to a woman. The reason we know that is because she called herself a nighttime girl. Now, we all know what a nighttime girl is. A nighttime girl is a girl who's working in the nighttime, in the nightlife, doing adult things, right? Bedroom activities, bedroom Olympics, right? We know exactly what's going on now. The reason I bring that up is because there was a time where this was a secret. Women didn't come out and let you know that they were selling themselves or positioning themselves for certain men. In her case, selling herself, because when you look at her social media, what is it that she's selling? Or what is it that she's promoting? Her body, her assets. The biggest thing that men have to understand when looking and listening to this woman is you cannot allow your pride and your ego to get in the way. If this woman is requesting or wanting or trying to shame you into paying her a certain amount of money, and it's 40, 45, 50, now $60,000, it just seems to keep going up per month. That woman is letting you know she is not there for love. So fellas, do not allow your pride and your ego to think, or to allow you to think, that she's there for any other reason. Meaning, if a guy gets in her DMs and he's offering her more, she's going. She's going. Even if he doesn't give it to her, just the fact that he's willing to do it, she's going. So fellas, don't get yourself so caught up in a woman like this that you overlook what she actually represents. Not a wife, not a companion, possibly a fun girl, more than likely a gold digger. But you know what? I got a question for you. What do you think? Am I tripping? Am I looking too deep into it? Am I not seeing things clearly? Comment your thoughts under this video. Thank you for watching this video. Also, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more confidence and clarity. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.